And welcome back to John Morris Show on a Thursday. We are brought to you every day of the week by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing. Love both those places. We're also brought to you by Toe King of Waco. When you need them, you're going to love them as well. That's Gary Hoffman and all the great folks at Toe King of Waco. They're here to help you the next time you are stuck on the road. Locally owned and family-run business, Toe King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance. Call Toe King the next time you need help. Put their number in your phone so it is there, 254-666-5484, 254-666-5484 for Toe King of Waco. All right, we mentioned Baylor baseball opening a series in Salt Lake City against Utah. It comes up tonight. Fun connection now, set up by Max Calderon. Give Max a lot of credit for this. But first, let's welcome in Charley Carter. We visited with Charley a couple of weeks ago. And Charley, as Tyce Armstrong was making an assault on your school record of home runs, it was great to visit with you, and it's great to have you back. How are you this morning?
I'm doing good. Thanks again for having me back. This has been fun.
Bet. So. You bet. Let's make this a regular thing. I would love that. Let's add to the group. Let's welcome in Tyce Armstrong, who has just broken Charley's school record. Tyce, there in Salt Lake City. Good morning to you. Thanks for getting up early. We appreciate your time. How are you?
Great. Good morning to y'all.
Thanks very much. Let's add to it maybe the connecting link between these guys. One of them is Jim Blair, Baylor baseball assistant coach now, played with Charley, a hit in front of Charley Carter. Also, look at this group, man. I need to get out of the way. How about you guys getting together? Coach Blair, welcome.
Morning, Charley, Tyce.
Morning.
Morning,
well? Jimmy.
Good to see you, bub.
Yeah.
Lot of fun. The Jim, let me start with you. Let's go back to your days. You were hitting third in the lineup right in front of Charley. Charley, he takes a lot of credit for those 86 RBIs you had that year.
Here we go.
Yeah. I mean, that's just the way it goes, you know. I mean, it's I wouldn't expect anything less. So
yeah, exactly. But Jim, you were that lineup. I mean, we talked about at one point that lineup, top to bottom, was just there were no easy outs in that lineup.
Yeah, I think we're really fortunate. I know. You know what you said, Charley. I hope you know what he was talking about. There was obviously some sarcasm. It was pretty easy to hit in the middle of John, Eric, you, Jeremy Dotson, Jason Jennings. It was pretty. I think Steve just squeezed me in to kind of make me feel good. But yeah, I think we were that 98 team was definitely a good lineup, 1 through 9 for sure.
Yeah,
a lot of fun to be a part of.
Yeah, a lot of opportunities with runners in scoring position, and again, not guys that you could pitch around. You kind of had to, you just kind of had to work your way through the lineup. So I feel like a lot of guys got opportunities to hit because the guy behind you there wasn't a let up there, and so that was that was a fun lineup to hit in for sure. So
yeah.
It was the Big Green Machine, with all respect to the Big Red Machine, but it was the Big Green Machine that year. And Tyce, how about you with now up to number 2 in the batting order? You got Travis Sanders hitting in front of you. That's pretty nice to have him leading off and in front of you.
Yes, sir. I mean, he's an amazing player. He gets on pretty much every time that I come up to bat after him, and it's an honor to have him in front of me, especially when he steals like he does. It gives me a lot of opportunities. So I think that was kind of the plan, just to free me up a little bit and have Janie right behind me. He's doing great now too, and it's just a good setup for me.
Yeah. That's all you have. Very cool. And Tyce, how about moving up to number 2 in the order? You've done that the last weekend or so. How do you like that?
I don't mind it at all. I mean, I've never really been a 2-hole hitter, but I mean, the situation made sense for me. I would hit behind Travis. Travis gets on. They want me to hit him in. So, I mean, I like the situation. It's not really anything different, though. I mean, you only hit second one time in the game. The rest of the game, you're hitting wherever. So, it's not that much different.
Hey, Tyce, let me tell you, if Jimmy gives you the bunt sign, please call timeout and walk down there and ask him, can you please go through those signs again?
Oh, man. That's so
Jim,
good.
that's not happening, is it?
Tyce, you can laugh at that, but Charlie and I were talking about that on Friday night. Was it Friday night, Charlie? I think you corrected me on that. Friday night, we're playing Texas, and Steve Smith's going to hate this story, but Charlie's got a chance to win the game. And I think there was a pitching change, or we were having a meeting or something, and we're all talking. And I think Steve looked at Charlie and said, you can lay down a bunt right here if you want to. And all of our heads kind of swung around like, what did he just say?
No
Charlie's
way.
like, hey, button.
Yeah, I think my exact words back to him were, "I'm about to hit one over the scoreboard."
And you did, right?
No, I think that night I think I did hit a sac fly to center. The bases were loaded, and so I was just like, anything to the outfield would win the game. We had less than 2 outs, so just anything in the air to the outfield. And I think John was on third, so just anything that would give him a chance to tag and score, and we would win. So, but yeah, that was my mindset. Was definitely not to put bunt a ball. I was trying to think walk-off grand slam, kind of like Tyce has had a few of those this year from a grand slam perspective. So that was definitely the mentality. It was not something on the on the ground.
Tyce, have you ever been asked to bunt? Has a bunt sign ever been on for you?
I have. I've had one in my college career, and I got hit by pitch whenever I squared around. So
that gets it done.
Yeah,
that gets it done. Charlie, what was it like? Again, we talked to you a couple of weeks ago as he was, closing in on the record. What was it like to watch him break your record? He's now one up on you with several games still to be played.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when he and I talked the other day, had a great start. Just the first game and first weekend, and you could tell, he definitely started out and was putting up home runs and was on pace. There was on pace to potentially have the opportunity if he continued to do that all season. And so, I felt like there was a little bit of a lull in there. I think he kind of got to 12, 13, 14, something like that, and then. At that point, there wasn't a ton of games left, but then I think that weekend in Arizona, just kind of got hot, started getting pitches and was not missing them, and then came home, and then the next weekend, and next thing you know, you turn around and he's sitting at 18, and then he's now after that weekend series, he's at 21. So that's kind of the way I felt like it went. Was you kind of got into those. The rhythm, you just kept getting pitches. You didn't miss them. You weren't fouling them off. You weren't, getting underneath them. You just were locked in. And so for him to put that kind of a stretch together now for going on a few weeks is extremely impressive. I think he hit 5 in 5 games. I think it was a record. I saw that too. I think to do it in 5 consecutive games was, that's the kind of, performance you got to have if you're going to do it, especially when you start to get to the end of the season and the games start to start counting down. So
right. And Tyce, to do that, now you've gotten to know Charlie a little bit. We told you early on, if you break a record that Charley Carter holds, you have done something, and you've kind of realized that, right? Getting to know him a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, his story is incredible. I've been talking to him for the past 2 days. I talked to him on the Zoom call the other day, and just hearing all the parallels between us and all of his upbringing and recruitment and his story, it was just really cool and really exciting for me to be able to meet a guy that put Baylor baseball on the map back in the day. I mean, he was one of those guys, Coach Blair as well. I mean, that team was amazing. But it's just awesome to hear his story and be able to be a part of it.
Yeah, very cool. Jim, we've talked about the the parallels and the ties between these two. Are there any that we haven't talked about, or anything that you would know kind of comparing these two?
Both of them, I think both of them have so many small points to them that are just really, really cool. Obviously, you talked about Tyce, 3 grand slams on opening night and the national attention that gets right off the bat, and that's probably something that's, to Tyce's credit today, if you hit a home run, everybody in the country potentially can know about it because of social media. And then you start chasing a record, you start getting hot. Well, you could feel a little pressure there, but then when we had that run of, 5 in those games, and there were a few times where I thought Texas Tech wasn't going to pitch to them, and No, they pitched to him, and boom, he got it. And none of them are cheap, you know. And you know, he has handled that exceptionally well. You know, and for I think Charley's, it's not the same, but it's very similar. And you know, just where he was the year before at Texas, coming into Baylor, you know, as a transfer, didn't have much playing time, comes in here and says, oh, by the way, I'm going to hit every day for you in the 4-hole, and I'm going to break your school record for home runs, so you guys just sit back and watch. I mean, that's really, really impressive to do on both sides of it. You know, and I was telling Charlie and I was trying to remind myself on this, but in the middle of Charlie's run, we went down to San Antonio to play UTSA at Wolf Stadium. And if anybody knows knows a lot about baseball, minor league level in Texas, Wolf Stadium is not an easy ballpark to hit in. I mean, if you go there and hit 15 homers in AA, like that's good. You've got power. Well, Charlie decided to go down there on a Tuesday night and hit 3 home runs. And I'm from San Antonio. I've never seen very many people hit the ball out of that ballpark, and he hit 3 that night. You know, there's just so many similarities in the 2 seasons. I feel very fortunate to have seen both of them. It's been a lot of fun for sure. And both guys, I mean, I know Charlie is a teammate, and I called Charlie the other day, and this is what's so cool about it. Like, you know, Tyce is a human being and who he is off the field and the way he represents Baylor University. We couldn't have anybody better in the forefront of it right now.
Yeah, very well said. And Jim, you've had a bird's eye view to both of those. Is it fair to ask, Tyce, I think I know your answer to this, but Charlie, favorite home run, most memorable home run during that season? Was it the 3 home run game at UTSA?
That one was definitely, because I think that was actually on April Fool's, and I remember calling my dad. I remember calling my dad after the game and kind of I had a you know, somber voice, and I was like, you know, because I would call him and let him know how every game went, and I was like, I was 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts tonight. It was just a tough night at the plate, you know. And then I go, April Fools, and then I go, no, I was actually at 4 for 5 with like 3 home runs, and he was like, oh, funny April Fools. And so that one was a great. That was one that was definitely memorable. I would say probably the other one was, and John, I think you and I talked about it, the weekend against Texas. I think that Sunday afternoon. I kind of went back after we talked. I was trying to remember, and I think my last at bat down there on that Sunday game, I hit a home run, and that was kind of capped off that weekend. So that one was definitely one that I still remember out of that season. That those kind of 2 days of games were definitely probably the ones I remember the most for sure.
Yeah, I'll never forget that weekend you had against Texas. Tyce, memorable, obviously 3 Grand Slams, season opener, your first game here. Any others beyond that really stand out to you?
Yeah, I mean, the 3 Grand Slam game has got to be probably the highlight of the career. But one of the other big ones that I had this year was probably the UTSA one. That one was really cool for me. I mean, it was a chippy game going back and forth. There was a lot of talk between us. There was some stuff that went down, and then they ended up taking the lead going into the 9th. And then I think Janusek was on first or something, and I tied it up with a 2-run bomb, and then we went to extra innings, and Dylan walked us off. And that one was really cool just because, like, the situation was really important, and the team had a lot of energy that game, and that one kind of brought us some juice going into the weekend. I don't know how much different it felt. I can't really remember the first night just because I kind of blacked out on that one, but that one was really cool for me.
Yeah, that is great.
Hey,
all
John,
right, for you guys, yes,
John, that is the one homer out of these 43 that I did not see. And I did not
really?
Yeah, I did not see it. Was it a full count, Tyce?
It was 2-2.
2-2. I think I closed my eyes in the third base box because I knew we were either getting back into the game on that pitch or we weren't. So I didn't see it. If he would have yanked one down the line, I might have been in trouble.
Holy cow, man! All right,
I just heard it and looked up, and I was like, all right, now we can go.
All good. Very good. Well, you guys are great. I know it's early in Salt Lake City. Thanks for being up and being on with us. And Charlie, thank you for being on with us again. And just know how much we appreciate all 3 of you guys and your respective spots in Baylor baseball history. And James Blair, that includes you. How many home runs did you hit? What was your best home run season, Coach Blair?
10. I wasn't a home run guy.
There you go. Hey, 10, man, double digits.
10, yeah. The players give me a hard time because they say I swung it, with the loaded bats and all that stuff. But they don't realize our strike zone was also 2 foot wide, and we had to deal with that.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I got you. Very good. Coach Blair does have the all-time school record hitting streak. We all know that. So thank you all very much, Coach Blair and Tyce and Charley. Thanks for being on with us this morning.
Absolutely.
And Tyce, keep it going. That thin air of Salt Lake City, keep adding to that 22.
Yeah, good luck. Hey, good luck.
Yes,
See if you can
sir.
get to 25. See if you can
There
get
you
to
go.
20. That'd be a nice round number to be able to end up with. So,
It sure would. Thank you.
yeah.
Final thoughts. Charley, what would you say to Tyce about this? And Tyce, what would you say to Charley as we wrap this up? Charley?
Yeah, I just continue working hard. That's the biggest thing. I think just stay within your swing, stay within your game. Obviously that's got you to this point. So enjoy it. I will say that enjoy it. This is again the kind of the end of this experience, and hopefully you'll have the opportunity to have some new experiences once this is all done. But definitely enjoy these last couple of weekends and weeks, and enjoy your teammates and enjoy the rest of the season.
Cool.
Thank you.
Tyce?
Yeah, I mean, I just appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. I appreciate you telling me your story, and I appreciate all you've done for Baylor baseball and the name you've made for yourself in this program. And I'm very happy to be next to you on that plaque. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, sounds great.
Very cool. No bunt signs from the third base coaching box.
Not
When
happening.
Tyson at the plate, okay?
Not happening.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Sounds
Have a great
good.
weekend.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
being
being
here.
with
Good
us.
luck this
All right.
weekend. Yeah.
Charlie,
We'll see
great
you
to see you.
Yeah, you too, Jimmy. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
All right, see you guys.
Thanks to Coach Blair, to Charley Carter, to Tyce Armstrong. Great to have all three of those guys